surviving spouse will not be dispossessed of their marital assets. We've also submitted to Parliament a Property Rights of Spouses Bill, which ensures that spouses are entitled to a fair portion of property acquired during the union. Also in existence are several other pieces of legislation designed to offer protection and empowerment of women, such as the Domestic Violence Act, the Anti-Human Trafficking Act, an Affirmative Action Bill, and a gender policy. Mr. President, I spoke earlier of isolation. Very few nations have experienced the sort of exclusion that Cuba has, for the last several decades, suffered as a result of the U.S. embargo on that country. Ghana reaffirms its position that this embargo should be lifted. Also, Ghana calls for a halt to the establishment of settlements in the Palestinian territories. We have consistently expressed our support for a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian question, with the two nations coexisting peacefully. Mr. President, this year, the world's attention has been drawn to the urgency of addressing the growing problem of inequality and the threat that it poses to our unrelenting pursuit of peace. I would like to also draw attention to the pervasive presence of religious intolerance. At the root of all the world's major religions exists the call for compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, peace, and love. Nevertheless, the use of religious dogma and extremism as a weapon of violence continues to persist. In this age of terrorism and political turmoil, national, regional, and ethnic conflict, it may be tempting to use the actions of a few to justify prejudice towards many. It may be tempting to combine the faithful with the fanatical. But those of us who envision a just and peaceful world cannot and should not yield to those temptations. Time and time again, history has shown us that the changing of a world begins with the power that rests in the hands of the people, ordinary individuals. Or in the words of one of the greatest teachers and leaders of nonviolence, Mahatma Gandhi, and I quote, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." End of quote. Today, our Jewish brothers and sisters are celebrating Rosh Hashanah, their new year, and to them I say, Lashana Tova. Next week, our Muslim brothers and sisters will be celebrating Eid al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice, and to them I say, Eid Mubarak. And to you, Mr. President, I say, many thanks for the opportunity, and thank you for your kind attention.